bitch for checking up. Check it out now. The negotiator checking in, man. I love this shit, man. Beef will make you thinner. Take a seat so we can eat. Now, if you guys can't decipher lyrics, okay, you can't break it down, because nowadays niggas don't really call each other's names on records, so you got to break down the bars and know who's talking to who or who's talking about who or who dissing who, okay? If you can't do that on your own, I advise you to make rapgenius.com your motherfucking homepage. Salute to Rob Markman. I see you now, all right? Basically, Pusha T and Drake, they've been going at each other through music for a while, okay? Quick recap of their quote-unquote beef. Listen, back in 2012, Pusha T released a track called Exodus 23 verse 1 where he dissed Lil Wayne and, of course, Drake, okay? Dissed Drake over one of his own beats, okay? Now, Drake actually responded at one of his concerts when he said this. This is actually a dope-ass line. He says, if you was doing 16s when I was 16 and your shit flopped and you switched teams, obviously Pusha T went from the Clips and he's now good music, right? He says, don't talk to me, nigga. Then Pusha T came out in the media, right, during the Meek shit after Drake got exposed for not writing and saying, listen, why we mad at Meek when he's telling the truth, right? And of course, Pusha T most recently said on a track called HGTV, he says, it's too far gone when the realest ain't real. I walk amongst the clouds so your ceilings ain't real. These niggas, Call of Duty, their killings ain't real. With a questionable pen, so the feeling ain't real. Obviously, the Too Far Gone reference is a reference to So Far Gone, which is a project by Drake. The Walk Amongst the Clouds is obviously a reference to Drake heads being in the clouds on Nothing Was the Same. Obviously, the questionable pen, obviously, is the OVO sweatshop. By the way, Wayne caught a little jab with the ceilings ain't real. All right? By the way, okay? Drake just responded. Drake dropped 4 records, and one of the records he was actually taking aim at 2 people in particular. He called it 2 Birds, 1 Stone. The song was a stone, and the victims, one of them were Pusha T, and I'll get to the other one. But however, he said this about Pusha T, and check out these lines because it's going to directly relate to the HGTV song, because remember, the HGTV song, what did he say? He said, it's too far gone when the realest ain't real. So this is how Drake responded. Drake says this. Drake says, yo, listen, gave back to my city and never said it. If I didn't live it, but they still try to tell you I'm not the realest, like I'm some privileged kid that never sat through a prison visit, or like it was handed to me top of the ribbon. I never worked to get it, but it's really you with all the drug dealer stories that gotta stop though. You made a couple chops and now you think you Chapo. If you ask me though, you ain't lying in your trunk with kilos. You bagging weed with all your niggas watching Pacino. Like, this is what we need to be on, but you never lived. You the middleman in this shit. Boy, you was never them guys. I can tell, because I look most of you dead in your eyes, and you'll be trying to sell that story for the rest of your lives. Can't show us where the cash is. Me, I don't judge. I just go off the math is, okay? Goddamn. Now, basically what he's saying, he's looking at Pusha T and say, Pusha T. And by the way, Pusha T is the guy who's rapped like he really lived a life like El Chapo. Let's be honest. If you listen to Pusha T, he's rapping like he lived a motherfucking life like El Chapo. Then he turned to rap, and now he's a super nice rapper. Okay? Basically, Drake is saying, nigga, we don't believe you. At least I kept it real about what I went through. And obviously, you're fabricating like you were some big drug dealer, like you're El Chapo, but you weren't. You're a middleman. You were just bagging up little dime bags. It's over, nigga. Now, I think that's a great response. Great response. I don't know if Drake wrote it. I don't know. Maybe somebody knew it was in the sweatshop. But that's a great response. And I'm going to wait for Pusha T. Listen, it's going to be back and forth. You can't just be like, oh, Drake won, he responded. Nah, let Pusha T respond. Pusha T, you finally got what you wanted. Drake responded really quickly. Let's see what you got. And I can't wait for it because I know Pusha T gonna come with it. I know Drake gonna still give more bars. The only fucked up thing is that they ain't gonna call each other by name. It's gonna be subliminal, subliminal, subliminal. But at least for the people who still enjoy bars in hip hop, we get to decipher, we get to argue, and we get to compare both of these rappers. All right, I think this is dope. I'm glad Drake put out a couple of these records, and also, we got to talk about the other bird because that coming up next in the next video. Get in the comment box, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe, and hit that fucking like button, bruh. We lit. I'm out.